No doubt.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
most of us already know what you're incarcerated for and shit, know what I mean? But, although the case is already closed, you've been sentenced, can you give a little, I guess, how should I phrase it? Give us a little story about what happened, what went down, and tell people what you locked up for.
yeah, it was just a regular day, man. In sunny CA, the homegirl had sent word to me that she was going to be sentenced that day on a bank robbery, and I was trying to make it down to catch her before they sent her off. I was trying to make it to the courthouse, and I got up early that day, and I just threw on some regular old gear, man, because I was buffing in the morning out there. I was getting my workout on, so I really wasn't fit to be sliding up in no courtroom. So I wound up sliding through this little swap meet down there and grabbing me some khakis and, some chucks, just something to push up in the courtroom a little more decent than what I had on. And, as I'm pushing off, a couple of young cats pulled up, and I had been beefing with a few cats out there. One of my own homies and a couple of the enemies out there. We had got into it because I had entrusted them with something, and they didn't follow through. So it was kind of on. So I was on full alert. So when they pull up and they see me, and I seen them say something to each other, and they stop, and I'm on my way getting in the truck, and I'm like, what's up? They like, what's up, Trady? I'm like, what's happening? So they like, shit. So they sit there for a minute. I'm trying to see what they up to, what's on their mind, and they just pause for maybe 15, 20 seconds, and then they pull off. So when they pull out, they stop, and they turn and they point my way. So I'm like, man, these dudes out there playing, and I thought I recognized them from being over Goldie's house. Now Goldie is Goldie from 20s. I'm from insane. So we enemies as far as the gang thing is concerned, but we came together through music to try to quell all that shit that was going down. So anyway, when I see them stop and pause, I'm like, man, what are these dudes playing for? I wasn't in no mind to play. So I got off. I'm not going to let nobody get off on me. I got off. So wound up, these dudes run straight to the gang task force, man, and tell on me and shit. And, they was some twin Crips, too. Let me just set the record straight with that, because I heard a lot of different rumors and whatever and what have you about what really took place. But, they wound up telling the broad, who was my wife then, tell Trady, give us like 20,000 in this Porsche, and we gonna come to court. So I was like, wow,
crazy,
and yeah, so I was like, shit, if the niggas gonna tell shit, they gonna tell anyway. I ain't giving them motherfuckers nothing. So let them do what
niggas
they do.
blackmailing you like that. That's real homo. Like who does that? Fucking up the game. That's